The Feast of the 28th Train refers to a significant railway journey marked by elaborate celebrations on board. Passengers enjoyed traditional meals and festivities during this historic route, transforming ordinary travel into a memorable cultural experience that combined transportation with communal dining traditions across the landscape. King Vittorio Emanuele III stands alongside renowned aviator Italo Balbo during a 1938 visit to Libya, Italy's colonial territory. The general positioned behind them is believed to be Giuseppe Mario Asinari Rosselin, serving as the king's aide-de-camp during this significant diplomatic tour across North Africa. Francisco Van Camp captured this striking portrait of two young women from Manila in 1883, showcasing traditional Filipino attire and culture during the Spanish colonial period. This photograph provides a rare glimpse into the daily lives and fashion of Filipino women in the late 19th century Philippines. This 1930s photograph reveals a fascinating cultural transition as the same Japanese woman poses in both traditional kimono and modern Western fashion. How did Japanese women balance their cultural heritage with emerging global trends? This dual portrait perfectly captures Japan's rapid modernization during the interwar period of change. Soviet students embarked on an international field trip to Havana, Cuba in 1977, during the height of Cold War alliance between the USSR and Castro's government. This educational exchange program strengthened socialist bonds, allowing young Soviets to experience Cuban culture, revolutionary history, and tropical climate firsthand during their studies. President William Howard Taft officially signed Arizona into statehood in 1912, making it the 48th state to join the United States. This historic moment ended Arizona's long territorial status, granting full representation and sovereignty. The signing marked a major milestone in Southwestern American expansion and development during the Progressive Era. A machine gun positioned in a trench along the Galician front during World War I, where brutal fighting occurred between Russian and Austro-Hungarian forces. These defensive positions became synonymous with the horrific trench warfare that defined the Eastern Front, where soldiers endured harsh conditions while operating devastating automatic weaponry. A mother and daughter stand along London's Thames riverbank in 1880, watching a magnificent tall ship navigate the historic waterway. Can you imagine the excitement of seeing these massive vessels up close? The Thames served as Britain's vital commercial artery, with countless ships transporting goods throughout the British Empire daily. Angie Bowie poses with music icon David Bowie and their 3-week-old son Zoe in Beckenham on June 29, 1971. Photographer Ron Burton captured this intimate family moment during Bowie's rising stardom, just before his Ziggy Stardust transformation. The young family appeared relaxed in their suburban London home during this pivotal period. What weapons and crafts were being produced in this legendary tribal region? Dara Adam Kell photographed in 1922 by either Lowell Thomas or Harry A. Chase, documenting the famous Pashtun town renowned for its gunsmiths and weapon manufacturing. This remote area became internationally known for producing handcrafted firearms using traditional methods. Department of Transportation employee Bill Koss stands beside a power line's top after the catastrophic Great North Dakota blizzard of 1966. Hurricane force winds reaching 100 miles per hour created massive snowdrifts piling 30 to 40 feet high, completely burying infrastructure and isolating communities across the state in this legendary winter disaster. A zoo director attempts negotiations with an escaped chimpanzee in Belgrade, Yugoslavia during 1988. This unusual standoff showcases the intelligence and unpredictability of primates when they break free from captivity. The chimp's escape created a tense situation requiring careful handling to safely return the animal without harm or panic. Distinguished dignitaries gather for the 1905 opening of Motherwell Poorhouse, creating an unprecedented display of top hats and bowler hats never witnessed in Motherwell since. The irony is striking, wealthy elites celebrating a facility designed to house the town's destitute population, reflecting Victorian-era class divisions and social welfare attitudes in Scotland. July 20, 1944, German officers' frustration peaks as they endure another lengthy briefing from Hitler about Germany's deteriorating war situation. What would happen just hours later at this very meeting? This date marks the famous assassination attempt at Wolf's Lair, where Klaus von Stauffenberg's bomb nearly killed the Führer during staff conference. The final photograph of legendary lawman Wyatt Epp, captured on January 11, 1929, just 2 days before his death. The 80-year-old former frontier marshal succumbed to cystitis on January 13, ending a remarkable life spanning the Wild West era through Hollywood's early days, where he consulted on Western films. Mussolini photographed alongside Pascal Pacelli, a highly decorated officer who distinguished himself during Italy's African campaigns. Following Italy's armistice on September 8, 1943, Pacelli made the controversial decision to join the Decima MAS, the elite naval commando unit that continued fighting alongside Nazi Germany during Italy's Civil War period. World War I battles demonstrated extraordinary military strategies, unprecedented morale challenges, and remarkable human endurance under impossible conditions. Which World War I battle fascinates you most through its tactical innovations and soldiers' resilience? From Verdun's defensive stance to the Sommer's massive offensives, each engagement revealed both strategic evolution and the unwavering determination of troops. Legendary burlesque performer Gypsy Rose Lee poses on the right with fellow dancers beside a luxurious Rolls-Royce and playful curves ahead road sign circa 1957. This promotional photograph captures the glamorous marketing style of burlesque entertainment during its golden era, blending sophistication, humor, and sexuality in mainstream American entertainment culture. U.S. soldiers from the 92nd Infantry Division, an African-American unit, dry their socks inside a bomb-damaged house near Viareggio, Italy in December 1944. This candid moment reveals the unglamorous reality of winter warfare, where preventing trench foot and maintaining dry feet became crucial for combat effectiveness during Italy's brutal campaign. Thomas James Day, born 1868 and lived until 1954, hailed from West Virginia as a cousin to the maternal grandmother's family line. His long life spanning 86 years witnessed dramatic American transformation from post-Civil War Reconstruction through World War II, representing generations of Appalachian family history and regional heritage. Christmas Day 1942 photographed at Fukuoka POW Camp 2B located in Nagasaki, Japan, where Allied prisoners endured brutal captivity during World War II. Despite harsh conditions, forced labor, and severe deprivation under Japanese guards, prisoners attempted to maintain morale and observe this sacred holiday far from home during wartime's darkest moments. RAF mechanics carefully roll out a massive Sterling bomber in preparation for a nighttime raid on Germany during the 1940s. These 4-engine heavy bombers required extensive ground crew coordination before each dangerous mission. How many skilled personnel supported each aircraft that took flight over enemy territory during Britain's strategic bombing campaign? On April 11, 1945, during the Battle for Unna, Germany, a German medic collaborates with a U.S. Army medic to treat a captured young German soldier's wounded leg. This remarkable moment of humanitarian cooperation transcended warfare's brutality, as medical professionals prioritized saving lives over national allegiances during the war's final desperate weeks. The SS Leonardo da Vinci engulfed in catastrophic flames, destroying the Italian ocean liner. This magnificent vessel, named after the Renaissance master, met a tragic end through fire. The blaze consumed the ship's elegant interiors and engineering, marking a devastating loss for Italian maritime history and transatlantic passenger service during the mid-20th century. 19-year-old James Dean photographed in 1950, years before achieving legendary Hollywood status. This early portrait captures the future icon before his breakthrough roles in Rebel Without a Cause and East of Eden. Dean's brief but explosive career would end tragically in 1955, cementing his eternal youth in American cultural memory. German prisoners captured by Russian forces during fierce fighting near Lake Narik in early March 1916. This Eastern Front offensive resulted in massive casualties on both sides as Russia attempted to relieve pressure on French forces at Verdun. The battle demonstrated the brutal coordination between Allied powers during World War I's deadliest campaigns. December 28, 1972, a draft-eligible American man discovers the Selective Service Office closed on his scheduled reporting date. Would this administrative confusion actually exempt him from Vietnam War service? Just weeks later, the draft officially ended on January 27, 1973, as the Paris Peace Accords concluded America's direct combat involvement overseas. Canadian soldiers celebrate Christmas in Ortona, Italy during December 1943, following one of the war's bloodiest urban battles. The brutal week-long Battle of Ortona earned the nickname Italian Stalingrad, as Canadian forces fought house to house against German paratroopers. These troops found brief respite during the holiday amid devastated streets and rubble. British fascist leader Oswald Mosley enjoyed a Florida fishing trip with future President Franklin D. Roosevelt in February 1926, before either man's political destiny unfolded. The second photograph includes Maunsell Crosby joining Mosley and FDR during this same excursion. This remarkable encounter occurred years before their dramatically opposing ideological paths diverged. American soldiers kneel reverently during a Christmas mass celebrated by a military chaplain on the Italian front in 1943. This colorized photograph captures a profound moment of faith and reflection amid warfare's chaos. Religion provided essential spiritual comfort and moral strength to troops facing daily combat dangers throughout Italy's grueling mountain campaigns. The devastated interior of Palazzo Carmignola photographed after April 25, 1945, Italy's Liberation Day. This historic Milan palace served as barracks for the Ettore Muti Mobile Autonomous Legion, a notorious fascist paramilitary unit. The destruction reflects the violent collapse of Mussolini's regime and fierce street fighting during Milan's final liberation from fascist control. British troops consumed their Christmas dinner while crouched inside a muddy shell hole on December 25, 1916, during World War I's brutal Western Front campaigns. What kind of festive meal could soldiers salvage amid such desperate conditions? This stark image reveals the grim reality of trench warfare, where survival trumped celebration. Emperor Franz Joseph I conducted an official visit to Bosnia and Herzegovina from May 30 through June 4, 1910, touring the territories annexed by Austria-Hungary just 2 years earlier. This imperial journey aimed to solidify Habsburg control over the Balkan region, though tensions simmered beneath the surface, foreshadowing the 1914 Sarajevo assassination that triggered World War I. The bizarre Junkers Ju-287 V-1 jet bomber prototype featured unconventional forward-swept wings, fuselage-mounted engines, and salvaged fixed landing gear stripped from crashed B-24 Liberator wrecks. This experimental German aircraft represented desperate late-war innovation as the Luftwaffe tested radical aerodynamic designs. The improvised landing gear highlighted Germany's severe resource shortages by 1944-45. Mussolini reviews a unit of the notorious Muti Legion in Milan, accompanied in the vehicle by Colombo, Pavellini, Barracu, and his German SS bodyguard Fritz Berzer. This late-war inspection showcased the Italian Social Republic's remaining fascist military forces. These loyal paramilitary units continued fighting for Mussolini's puppet regime under Nazi German occupation. British Royal Field Artillery gunners desperately haul an 18-pounder field gun from thick mud during the Battle of Passchendaele on August 9, 1917. The Imperial War Museum photograph captures the nightmarish conditions where incessant rain transformed Flanders fields into impassable swamps, making artillery movement nearly impossible and contributing to catastrophic Allied casualties.